Hey, hi guys, this is Sai from LetsUpgrade, and hey there. Okay, we are seeing few responses coming across. So, hey everyone, are we live? Yes or no? Just please give us a A/B testing or something like that. Uh, when it will start? Kirtana, is it live? Kirtana, is it live? Just please message us on at least.
Yes, sir. We are live now.
Okay, so we are live right now. Hey, hi guys, how are you all? So, hi, I can see myself on the screen, so that means you all are able to see us also on the screen. So, today we guys are gonna start our whole this program on AI ML. So yes, we are here to like start our whole AI ML essentials program. And today it's kind of we are having our expert also, and we are having our program coordinator too along with us. So I'm not seeing much of people responding to our this thing. Hi guys, hi, how are you all? So this is Sai, and with a team of people here trying to like, yes, it's live. So I have like responses coming in. So Hari Prasad is mentioning hi, and Priyanka is mentioning hi. So yes, guys, how are you all? So this is we guys are here to start our whole this 5 days program on AI ML along with Navya, and Navya is working in a very big position in terms of like an AI expert, and she is working in terms of like she's working as an artificial intelligence expert in Indian Council of Agricultural Research. So that's what I mean she does in her full-time role, and today she is going to join us as a AI expert for training you all guys too. So thanks a lot, Navya, for joining us, and we are here having students from various locations. So guys, I mean, from which all locations you all are live, please let us know in the chat, and we guys will start a whole program in a while. Okay, so yes, and we also have here Mansi. So hi Mansi, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm fine. How are you?
Okay, so Mansi is here, I mean, as a program coordinator for this whole program, what we are having. And Navya is the instructor. So, yes, guys, I mean, first and foremost thing, I just want to ask this question to every one of you. So, which all locations you all guys are joining us right now? So, please let us know in the chat, and we will be interacting with you and take it ahead along with this whole session. Okay, so I'm yet to see all the responses coming in. Hello from USA. Wow, Girish is mentioning that, and Aman is mentioning from Nepal, and Bhubaneswar, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai. Okay, Dhule is also there. Mumbai. Hi, Amchi Mumbai. Abhishek. Hi, I'm from Mumbai, by the way. And Maharashtra, Hyderabad, and also Bangalore. And like Shrishti is mentioning YouTube. Wow, great. Bhopal is there. Shrishti is again with Bhopal. Okay, so hi guys, how are you all? So this is Let's Upgrade here, and you all guys are here to start your journey with our AI ML program. And now over to Navya. So hi Navya, so how are you? And so how are you? And how are you going to start teaching with Let's Upgrade?
Hello, sir. I'm totally fine. And so, starting with the central program that is a great initiative by Let's Upgrade. So, my way of teaching when it comes to explain something to someone, so it should be very optimized with the help of your examples and everything, so that it can be crystal clear to the people and the students as well, that they can have a very clear idea about the topic that they are going to study. Because AI, when you talk about AI field, data science field, so it is a very emerging field right now. So, and most of the people, because the opportunities are very much, but the people don't have that much knowledge about that. So that is very important. So my objective will be to give the optimum resources that I can give with my knowledge, what I have right now. So with the help of that, I'll try to give my best to everyone that I have right now. So yeah.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Navya. Thanks a lot for that whole introduction. And guys, I mean, you guys can actually go and mark your attendance in the attendance section, description section, which you have in YouTube. Just open that form and fill in all the required details, and your attendance will be marked. And now going ahead, now let me introduce you to Mansi. So Mansi is our program coordinator. So she takes care of all your questions. Now you guys can actually, you will not be able to talk to Navya directly, right? So because you guys are not able to talk to Navya directly, Navya ma'am directly, so Mansi is a bridge then. Okay, so you all guys have to ask a question to Mansi, and Mansi will make sure she's routing all the questions to Navya ma'am, and yeah, so that's where it will go. And guys, first of all, so now the number one question which every one of you will have is, how am I going to get my certificate, or how is this program going to be there in 5 days and all? So all 5 days we will be teaching you guys from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. 1 hour will be the slot, and the second part you will be learning from right away till the basics and going till completing the whole basics part of AI ML. So Navya will be like letting showing you the whole curriculum, what is that she is going to go through in this 5 days. And apart from that, you all also just you have to attend the class daily, so that to be eligible for the exam. And the exams will be happening online. It's an MCQ based thing. Whatever you will learn, that's what will be asked in the question. And once you crack this whole thing, and you will have your own it will be taking it ahead. Just pass your exams, and every one of you will be getting the certificates as soon as you pass. So this is what the whole this thing will be. The program flow will be. I hope that Kirtana and everyone, please confirm me the attendance link is there in the description. Yes or no? People are asking. So description has the attendance link. Yes or no, guys?
So we'll update it in a few minutes.
Okay, fine. Okay. So, guys, your attendance form will be updated in few minutes. Just be there. And apart from that, now let's start our whole this thing, the whole session. Now, over to you, Navya. And one small question I want to ask right now for all the students here. That is, you have mentioned that you want to teach with the help of real-time examples. That's one thing which even every one of us love here at Let's Upgrade. First, second part is that. What do you see as a kind of potential in this whole AI ML as an emerging field? Now you being working as AI ML professional, so professional, what do you see? The potential here, and how one should grab it and how to take it ahead. So what do you think about it?
Yeah, so talking about the first question that you asked about the potential in this field. So, as I told before in the introduction, that data science is a very emerging field right now, and you can see from very basic thing to very advanced thing, everything is being related to technology these days, and each and everything is dependent on the AI part, because people are trying to as people are going becoming more lazier, and they're trying to do everything with the help of the technology and robots and everything. So what they're doing is they're trying to make everything more and more convenient and easier for the people, so that they can, by with the help of this learning tools, with the help of this all the artificial intelligence, deep neural networks, machine learning, all the field that are, all the parts that are coming in the data science field. So they're trying to make it more easier for the people. So and also one most important thing when I started in this field was that what I kept in mind is that when I was searching throughout this all this data science and everything, so what I found is that the this field has, because the opportunities and the vacancy that are there in this field are a lot opportunities are there, but people are not aware of this field, because the content that is being that is required to have ace in this field is not collected in a particular at one place. So it is being everywhere it is being splitted. Yeah, so you have to, because it comes with the mathematics part, then Python part, then machine learning, then deep learning, then everything. So you should have a very proper guidance, because it took, for me it took a lot of time, because I started with the beginning, and everything has to be recollected, and I have to study, okay, from where part I have to study, and what things are there. So that is very, very important, because once you have that path, so you'll be very, very good at it, and then you can have a very ample of opportunities there, because the people are having knowledge in that data science field are less, but the opportunities are more. So the people who will be acing in it will be have a good chance of having a good job role with a good amount of pay. So
Great. Thanks a lot, Navya. Thanks a lot. Now over to you. You can start your whole teaching part. Me and Mansi will be now silent, and we guys will be like, okay, so observing in the second. And now I'm in one more small part. Mansi will be asking you questions in every 5-10 minutes from the whatever she is having the queries. And Mansi, just make sure you are pinging ma'am only when she is asking you any questions are there. Okay. So now, yeah, you can ask her questions in time to time. In every 10 minutes, you can ping her, say that Mansi, any questions? Mansi, any questions? So she
okay.
will. Yeah. So that's way. That's the way. So now you can share your screen and we can take it up.
Yeah. So before sharing the screen, I'll just try to give a glimpse of the 5 days program that we are going to have. So hi everyone, and I hope you all are doing well. So giving you just a glimpse how we are going to carry with this particular 5 days program. So starting with the first day, see, when we talk about the data science, we have lots and lots of subjects related to it, lots of topics related, and each and everything is interrelated to each other. Okay, so you have for acing in the field of data science, you should be very good with mathematics part as well. Then you should be not that you don't have to be very good programmer, but you should be a very good debugger, because the coder good coder is not that who knows how to code. The good coder is who knows how to debug things, how to identify the errors in that particular program, because that is that 20% of the population is able to do that. Okay, so you have
Got it.
to that is very important. So starting with we'll just have a so one first two sessions. First session will be regarding your machine learning overview and what is basically AI, ML, DL, and data science. Then we'll be having your statistics and probability part. I'll give you just a glimpse. Okay, what are the topics that we basically that is being to be understood in the case of your mathematics part. Then we'll be covering your deep learning part, how deep neural network works, what are the basic concepts behind neural networks. Then your natural language processing will come. Then your Python related libraries, what are Python libraries are there. Machine learning, by the way, in the between, we'll also study about the machine learning division, because there are several categorization of the machine learning as well. So that learning also will work on. So after 5 days, you'll be have a good proper overview that okay, I have to go in this direction. So
Got
that
it.
I need to make sure do that.
Mansi, I have a small request here. Even I want to be a program coordinator for MAM alongside you. So, I mean, even I'll be asking her questions as and when even I have it. Okay. So now, yeah, I'll be a kind of guest here. So we will be
Yeah,
like
no
buttering
problem.
you with all the questions and all. Okay. So now let's go ahead. So thanks a lot for that piece of information. After 5 days, even we will come to know that yes, we have to go ahead in this field. Yes or no, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Thanks a lot.
trust me, the field is very, very interesting. You just have to, give your 100%, and you have to listen me properly. And you have to
100%.
you have to be very attentive towards the session, because this is such an, when you are very enthusiastic and you are very curious about the topic, so you'll be learning a more. So that is very important. So I'll be sharing the screen and we'll just move forward with the first
Yes,
session.
yes. Hey guys, let's start our whole this learning, and we guys are going to start. And yeah, so share it to your friends, family members, and everyone whomsoever you want to invite to start our whole this part. In the meantime, I mean, Navya ma'am is sharing the screen. We will be any questions till now? Any questions till now with what is that going to happen? You will be like not only learning like the basics of machine learning, but also you will be learning what is natural language processing and how things are working. So I'm also pretty much excited about it. So I filled my attendance form just now, so you guys can also go and fill it up. So yeah, so let's start. Okay,
Just
so
let me know my screen is visible or not.
yes, your screen is visible.
Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay. So starting with your AI, ML, and TL. So this is the very basic idea behind. Most of the people are confused. Okay, so machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence. So all these are things are same, similar, or different from each other. So I think after this session, you'll be very much clear about. You'll be having a very good idea about what basically ML, DL, AI is there. Is it related to each other? Is it same or is it different? What things are there? Okay, so starting with the very basic thing, you can see, just try to relate this diagram in your mind and just see. Okay, so in when we solve aptitude problems, we have often reasoning problem, we often have seen our Venn diagrams, you know. Also
Yes.
we know the concept of subsets. Okay, what are inside, you have a set, then inside that is related to there, so that is your subset. So
Hmm.
AI, ML, DL, all these are interrelated to each other. They are not same, but they're interrelated to each other. So starting with your AI, so you can see the big one circle, that is the yellow one. I have indicated with the arrow as well. So that is your AI, that is your AI, artificial intelligence. What it basically means is that AI enables machine to think, or helps us to find a conclusion or an inference. Conclusion means that whatever the training or whatever the things that you're going to give to your model or the machine, that it will that will make the machine to think about that, and it will give you some conclusion or some results. Okay, so that is basically your artificial intelligence. You can relate with the word as well, artificial and intelligent. Okay, so you're making your machine is artificial. Okay, it is not human now. So you're making your machine intelligent. That is why the name comes artificial intelligent. So you're making your artificial thing as that much intelligent that it is doing the work of human being.
Got
Okay,
it.
now coming to your machine learning part. So under the AI, your machine learning comes. Machine learning basically, it is a statistical. It provides basically the statistical tools. So what statistical tool basically means that when you'll be seeing the statistic and probability parts, you'll be having a much clearer idea. Just here you can understand the probability things and everything that comes under the statistics part. Okay, so it basically provides the statistical tool to automatically learn from the data. Now how you will be you'll be learning automatically from the data that I'll be explaining in the next slides with the help of the examples. So when you give something to machine and you just try to make, just you're making that machine familiar with that particular data, and after seeing that data, machine will be having an idea, okay, so this type of pattern or this type of similarity is there between the data that has been provided. And after that, the machine, whenever the future data comes, or the future test data comes, future any examples comes, anything will come, so based on the previous learning that machine has done, with the help of that, it will try to give the results. I
Got
know it would be quite confusing for you because you don't know about the data and everything right now, but just have patience. I'm just giving you the overview of what AIML is. You'll be getting much more clear idea about the ML and everything, data and everything. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
Also, just to give you a glimpse about the machine learning, we have three categorization, or you can say three classifications under the machine learning. That is your supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning. We'll be having separate sessions for that, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay,
Okay.
just to give a brief idea, supervised means that your machine is working under some supervision. Okay, so you can understand in this manner. So you are giving an examination, and in your examination there is an invigilator. Okay, so that invigilator is supervising, supervising person is there. So the machine also, in the same way, machine is also under some supervision. Unsupervised, you're giving examination and no one is there, you can easily cheat. So that is your unsupervised. And reinforcement is the, you can say it as a semi-supervised learning. So it is a mixture of supervised and unsupervised. Okay. Now you see the division. So you can see in the AI is the big circle, in that comes the ML, and in the ML comes the DL, that is your deep learning. Now, what is the meaning of deep learning is that the whole concept of deep learning. So the people who were who were just inventing this deep learning concept, they were very much fascinated with the fact of human brain. Okay, so everyone, we all know that human brain have neurons, neural networks, neurons is there, networks there. So with the help of, they wanted to create a learning, a model on the basis of the concept of neural networks. So because of the neural networks, our brain work faster now. So they just wanted to mimic whatever the human brain is thinking with the help of the deep learning, with the help of the neural networks. Okay, so this was the idea behind using the deep learning networks. Okay, so when you'll be seeing the neural network, so well, I'll be giving you, when we'll be studying about the deep learning in our future sessions. So I'll be just telling you how the neural networks are being formed. Okay, so we have input layers, we have hidden layers, we have output layers. Okay, and why the term deep is coming. So that also I'll explain you in detail. So just for a time being, just understand that deep learning is the, just the copy of, they're just trying to mimic the human brain, just trying to copy the human brain with the help of the neural networks. Okay, now coming in the deep learning also, we have three categorization. That is your artificial neural network, that is ANN. Second, that is your CNN, convolution neural network. The third is your RNN, that is recurrent neural network. Coming to the most important neural network in all this categorization is your CNN, because you can see, uh, I don't know, you guys are very much active on the LinkedIn or what. So you, like I was going through the LinkedIn in the lockdown period, and I saw many people have done the coding. They have built the model on the basis of the image processing. That is, the person is having has wear the mask or not. So these
Yeah.
type of models were being made. So that was the whole concept behind that model, was basically your CNN. Okay, so
Got
in the
it.
CNN object detection also comes. So image, with the help of the image processing and everything. So CNN is based on the image only. So it will give the image, and that model will be built with the help of the image. When you come to the RNN, so RNN will be basically a speech recognition or textual recognition. A very good example of RNN I can recall is that your Google voice assistant, है ना? So when you speak, okay, hello Google, है ना? So what you are giving a textual message, but what is happening behind that whole scenario, how that machine is giving you the answer, there is a whole behind the algorithm is going on. Okay, so the RNN basically helps in the speech recognition. Most important is the speech result. It converts the textual, whatever the text that has been being provided by the user or by the machine to the machine. It will train the machine. It will give the training to the machine, and whenever you just give the any command, machine will understand, and it based on the previous learning, it will give the results. So
Got
these are the three major core of your data science field. And then you're combining all these, your AI, your ML, your DL, that is your machine learning and deep learning and artificial intelligence. We have a field of data science. Okay, so when we talk about data science, we are talking about your ML, DL, AI, everything. So DS, you can just add this written also. Data science combines the ML, DL along with the statistics, probability, linear algebra, calculus, etc. etc. So all these concepts of linear algebra, calculus, statistics, probability plays a very important role when you're going to understand the algorithms. Okay, so every algorithms have different mathematics behind it. Everything is working with the help of the mathematics. So mathematics is very plays a very important role when you are going to have a you're going to study about the algorithms in the machine learning. But you don't have
it.
to worry about that. We'll see that as well.
So I have a question. I mean, I have a basic question, Navya here. So that question is, can you just give us small examples of each one of them and an application or something like that? So I mean, we can connect even more easily because we like the example what you provided for RNN and CNN. That was CNN was regarding textual and speech
Yeah,
recognition.
yeah.
RNN was regarding apna voice. No. RNN was regarding voice only, right?
So
No,
I
RNN was
what I do is Ireland
text and
was
voice.
your textual speech recognition,
And CNN was regarding the object recognition, right? I mean,
image,
in the
image, 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 image recognition.
yes, I got that point. So can you just give examples of it? Is it possible?
Example of what? ML?
Yes, ML. I mean, just an overall example or something, and which we can connect to, which we may be using in daily life somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. So I can give a very good example related to your. So everyone uses their email, yeah.
Yep.
So in email you have your spam messages. Spam
Yes.
message sometimes comes. Okay, so that is also there also the algorithm works. So how it happen is, so what machine does is, suppose some type of, you see some type of messages like some type of advertisement, some type of loans or something like that comes in your email. So what you do is you mark it as a spam.
Yep.
How
Yes.
so? What is the meaning of that doing of that marking at spam is machine uh, machine always tries to keep a step or keep a record of your actions that you're doing on the mail. So what it do is it tries to have keep a record that, okay, this person is this type of keywords when coming in that particular mail, it is the person is marking that particular type of email as spam. Okay,
Got
so
it.
it will have a filters in, so there are filters in the when you talk about the machine, so they create the filters. So what will they
Yep.
do is that with the help of that filters, okay, they make a checklist. Okay, so
Got
when
it.
this type of some advertisement type of mail is coming, so the person is marking that spam, so the person is not liking that spam. If a loan, something like, okay, you should, some astrology type of mail is coming, so that person is marking as spam. So the machine is trying to understand, okay, what this person is liking and what this person is not disliking in its mail. So based on that, whenever so sometimes your whatever the mail comes, sometimes it automatically goes to the spam, because of the reason that because of the previous record that you have done, previous actions that you have done with that particular mail. Because of that, you don't have to mark it as spam, it automatically goes to the spam. So
Got it.
this is one of the good example that I can recall right now regarding the this field. So spam detection is one of the basic thing that we can have a good look
Got it.
on.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
yeah.
Now you can go ahead.
Yeah. So moving forward, yeah. So Mansi, anyone is having any doubt, any questions?
Yeah, so there's this question. Someone's asking example of ANN,
Mm-hmm.
and along with that, there are a few comments which says to zoom in the presentation. So maybe they are saying to if is it possible for you to zoom in the presentation or something? Or the other way for them is enter the full screen option, and over there you can actually
Yeah.
see it in a greater way,
Because
larger way.
I'm already sharing my screen in the
Full screen.
slideshow
Yeah,
format.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So guys, you can just enter full screen option. Over there you can see it more clearly. Maybe that's a good solution for it right now. You can go ahead now. Yeah. Just example of ANN
Yeah. So coming to the
is being
example of
asked.
so what ANN is basically there. So um, ANN, when you talk about the artificial neural network, so CNN and RNN are somewhere related to the ANN. So we don't much use ANN because CNN and RNN are mostly used in our daily lives or in our whatever the technology we are using. So whatever the examples that are being covered in the part of the CNN and RNN, they combine in the ANN as well. So suppose you are talking about the speech recognition, that is comes in the RNN, so that can be done in the ANN also. So you can consider ANN as your father and CNN RNN as son of it. Okay, so they have the genes of ANN has the genes of CNN and RNN. Okay, so what are the things that you're going to cover in CNN and RNN? That is going to be ANN. So we basically don't use ANN, just the name is there, artificial neural network, because somewhere with the help of the weight or the bias, these terms are very very heavy terms, you will not be able to understand at this point of time, but that are being related with your convolutional network and a recurrent neural network. So the examples related to the CNN RNN comes into the ANN as well. So you can consider as the subset of CNN RNN as a subset of ANN as CNN and RNN. So all these things are being covered in that. So there is no any individual work is there of that. Okay.
So someone is asking if image compression is an example of ANN. Is it so?
Image
Image
compression.
compression? Yeah.
No, image compression, you don't have to. No. Image compression is different thing. See, you don't here. You're not compressing any image or something. You are giving a model, a image, and with the help of that, suppose some model is there, and model means machine is there, and that machine you're giving a image of dog. Okay, and in the future whenever you're giving a different, whenever you're asking that particular, you're again giving the dog to that particular machine, so it will give you the result as dog. So based on the learning that it has done, the machine has done, it will give the results. Okay, so image means you're whatever the image as a data you are giving. Okay, so that thing is the image compression is the nothing related to your neural networks. It's that's image processing, you can say image processing, image segmentation, all these things are being comes under your neural networks. Okay.
All right. Thank you. You can go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so the second slide is visible, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So coming to
Yeah.
your machine learning overview. So first, okay, what I'll do is before coming to definition, I'll give you just one example, so it will be more clear to you, and then you'll be understanding. So the person who was asking about the image compression, also that I think that person will be also having much clearer idea. That because see, image compression, image processing, everything comes into your deep learning. Okay, so here we are talking about the machine learning. So neural network has nothing to do with the machine learning part. Okay. Okay, so coming to your example, so understand this very properly. So suppose these are your three fruits. Okay, so everyone, if I give, if you're sleeping and you sleep also, if I show you this picture, you will be very easily able to answer. Okay, so the first one is your apple, the second one is your grapes, the third one is a mango. Why you are able to recognize this fact? Have you ever thought of this? Like how you're able, the moment you see the red color oval shape fruit, you know that okay, this is apple. Okay, so how you know this? Because you have to consider your mind as your machine. So when you were a very kid, from the kid, when you are grown up, you have always seen this fruit, you have eaten this, you have seen it around, it is very familiar to you. Every time this fruit has been given to you, okay, no, okay, this fruit is apple. So your mind knows it very well. You have given enough training to your to your machine, to your brain, that okay, whenever this type of structure comes, this type of fruit comes, it is known as apple. Similar with the case of your grape, similar with the case of your apple, okay, your mango. But what if I give you some unknown fruits, like that is not very familiar to you, something like this? Okay, so suppose I give this one. I also don't know the name. Second one, third one. Okay, so these type of fruits are being given to you. I think the third one is your hornmelon. Remaining two, I don't know. So these, because these are the exotic fruits. Okay, these are not very familiar to us. So you don't know what these fruit names are. Why? Because you have not trained your mind. You have not given the input to your mind. Okay, whenever this type of fruit is known as this. Okay, so you have not given training to your brain. You have not made understood to your brain that okay, this fruit is named as this. Okay,
Yeah.
so the same thing happened with the machine also. So when you give your data to the machine, that time machine doesn't know the data, but once you have given the machine is familiar with the data. And when you give the future data set to the machine will be giving you the answer, because you have given the training. Okay, so here suppose the third figure is known as hornmelon, I guess. So suppose I tell you right now that this type of, whenever this type of structure comes, it is known as hornmelon. Okay, this fruit is known as hornmelon. So next time, whenever you're going to say this fruit, your mind will automatically tell the result that okay, this fruit is known as hornmelon. Okay, because you have understood. Now you know that you have trained your mind, and you know कि okay, this type of fruit is known as hornmelon, and the result you will get it that. Okay, so the same manner you're then in the same manner you are working with the machines as well. Okay, so this is how the machine learning basically works. Okay, so you're just giving some unfamiliar data to the model. This is what training is. Okay, आप model को train कर रहे हो. You're giving some information to the machine, and that machine is learning that, and then after that, whatever the future fruits or future data is coming, that will recognize based on the previous learning that has been done. I think it's
Yeah,
little much clear to you regarding the
it is
examples,
very much
with the help of
clear.
the examples.
It's very much clear.
Yeah. So okay. So now with the help of this examples, I'll try to explain you the definition of machine learning. Okay. So just keep this thing that I have explained. So what definitions? So these two definitions, like I have also studied, because the first one is very easy one. The second one is from one of the writer. Okay. So the first one is that it is an art and science of programming computer, so they can learn from data. Very easy. So what you are programming computer or machine in such a way that they can learn from the data. Okay. Now coming to the second, that is important. So this definition is quite tricky one. So the what it is trying to say is that a computer program is set to learn experience E with respect to some task T and some performance measure P. Now see, in that example you can see what was your experience. The task given was to identify the fruit. The experience that you learned was that it is a horn melon. Okay, and the performance measure P is the accuracy that you're going to get. Whenever we talk about the performance measure, that means you're talking about your accuracy. Okay, accuracy we are talking about. So suppose if I ask someone, okay, tell me this fruit, what is the name of that fruit? So someone said, okay, machine ko you have trained that it is horn melon. And when it the output, in the future, when you're asking that machine again, okay, tell me this fruit, again the machine is telling horn melon, that means the accuracy is 100%. What you have trained to that machine is giving the same answer. That means no error is there, accuracy is 100%. If you're giving the answer, the machine is giving, okay, it is not a horn melon, although it is a horn melon, that means the accuracy is and 100% accuracy is not there. There is some error present. Okay. So this is what meaning of the performance. So experience, what you learn, task that has been given, okay, to identify, and performance, that means your accuracy. Okay, whenever you are giving something, आपके पास एक measurement होना चाहिए ना. You should have something to have a proper analysis. Okay, when you give exams also, so you have results now to identify what rank or what percentage you are getting in your examination. So that means your performance, your accuracy, your percentage that you are getting in the exam. So you can understand in that manner. Okay, so measure P. If its performance on T as a measured by P improves the experience, and every time its accuracy should increase with the help of the experience that it is getting. You can understand in this manner. Suppose you are a student and you have learned some topic. Okay, so suppose you are understanding one chapter. After that, you have given test of that. That time you are scoring about, suppose 70 to 80 marks out of 100. After that, again you have studied the chapter, and now you are able to gain 90%, 90 marks. After that, third time when you have studied that chapter, then your performance will automatically increase. No, it will become 95 or 90. Even you can get 100 also, because you have understand that particular thing 3 times. You have done that enough revision of that. So every time when you're giving whenever the examination being taken of that particular subject, your performance is increasing. Okay, because your experience is increasing with respect to that particular topic. Every time you're understanding that, so आप और अच्छे होते जा रहे हो उसमें. That the same thing will happen with the machine as well. Okay, I think the definition is clear to everyone. Mansi, any questions from anyone?
Yeah, there's this one question. In which type the vehicle detection comes in? So basically, it is related to previous slide. In which type the vehicle detection comes in?
I
Vehicle
think it is in
detection.
CNN, right? CNN,
Yeah,
right?
CNN. I
Yeah,
think it's
it
CNN.
will be vehicle detection will be coming in your object detection. Basically, that will come in the CNN only.
Yeah,
Yeah,
CN.
because it is an object, so it will come under your no. So different type of object detection techniques are there. So you used OpenCV and everything. With the help of that, you can just detect the vehicles that are there in the traffic or everything.
So, one small question. Hello, am I stuck? I'm stuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, one question. I just want to summarize. I mean, whatever you mentioned, it was like regarding the experience a particular machine is gaining and the task the particular P, the particular machine is performing. That is a P will be. Just go back to the definition, right? I just want to summarize. I mean, it was a good definition in terms of it. Improves the overall experience. Okay. So, for example, E, T, P, and again it comes back to the E part. Okay. So, experience what a particular machine is experience is there, and a task performed, and some performance measure P. If it is performance upon, it's kind of confusing for the very first time to consuming it. Okay, but we will be repeating it again and again, and you guys will be like able to get it. So, but yes, we were clear. Like as in when we perform the similar actions more and more, I mean the experience will be increasing, and the accuracy, the performance will be keep on increasing. That's what the
That is what. Yeah, see, the definitions are not meant to learn by heart, because no one going to ask you, okay, tell me the experience performance wala definition. You know, you should be able to understand the concept, the idea behind this definition. What is the idea behind this definition? What this is trying to convey. So that is why I gave the example of your, student one, that your examination you must understand. Suppose when you do some coding also, na. So when you see the code, first time you get some error. Again, when you learn with do some other task, then next time when you get the same error, so you know how to debug it, because you have that experience, na. You know,
Yeah,
okay, this
got it.
type of error was coming earlier as well. So you know how to perform it. It will do in seconds, because you have that experience. So with the help of the experience, every time your performance is increasing. So earlier it was taking you around 10 minutes to solve that particular error, but now it is taking you few seconds, because you have already know how to debug it. So every time
Amazing.
with the help of the experience, your performance is increasing. So in that, this is what actually this definition is trying to explain you.
Got it, Navya. Thanks a lot for that. Yep. So
Yeah.
we can go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm representing actually the all backbenchers of today session. So whatever they are mentioning me in chat, tagging all the backbenchers committee,
I
I'm just
am I'm no problem with the doubts. I'm very I'm very much fascinated with the doubts because I was also a student who used to ask lots and lots of doubt. So there is no problem with that. Because see, the people who the more you ask doubt, na, that means you are uh, gaining something. कुछ तो आप पढ़ रहे हो, कुछ तो आप समझ रहे हो. Because that is why your doubt is coming na in your mind. So that
yeah.
curiosity is very important. And if you're asking doubts, so you'll be very much clear with the concepts as well.
Got it, Navya. So yeah. So now, what's the next concept which we are going to learn right now?
Yeah, so this was about your AIML or DL, and then your overview of machine learning. What was there? I'll give you the brief idea of the data that I'm talking about because most of the people will be confusing about the data and everything. What what data basically look like. So I'll just give a few examples of that, and then we can sum up with the session.
Got it. So, and I mean, few people were asking this question right now. So, when we will start the practical things and all, I mean, like actually doing something in the screen in terms of it.
So, so practical implementation is not required at this time because you're not understanding the concept only. आप जब तक आपको concept नहीं पता होंगे आप implementation कैसे करोगे?
Got it.
Implementation has to be done after you have a proper knowledge of mathematics. You know what libraries are being used in the Python and what other concepts are related to the algorithm. So every algorithms you have to understand. Then after you'll be able to do the practical implementation. I think
Got
practical implementation is not including the essential batches. It is just an overview and glimpse of the course that we are going to continue with. Is
got
it
it.
there, sir? Implementation part?
I think there is a kind of like what we say I mean, like two projects which we have to do essentially in
Mhm.
this part. So yes, if we feel it's required to extend the whole batch for at least 2 3 days or something, we will do a basic project or something on it.
Yeah,
We'll do
that we can do. Yeah.
yeah, that's good.
Okay. Okay. Because this is just a first session, so I cannot. We
Got
can
it,
go.
got it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is there. Okay, so just for the applications part, you can just see here what are the different application of machine learning. Yeah, so you can have a very good example of stock market also. There also application of machine learning is used. Your whatever the automatic language translation. So here comes your NLP, natural language processing. Okay, so one more example, one more concept I'd like to tell you. So when you talk about the RNN, recurrent neural network. So before recurrent neural network, we have to do the NLP, that is your natural language processing. So that will study how we do that. But NLP is very important these days. So that plays an important role in the concept of your deep learning. Okay, now coming to your data. So just have a look of the data, how the data are being given to the machine. Okay, so we have three type of data, that is your structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. Structured data is you can see in this manner. So structured data is basically highly organized and formatted in a way so that you can easily search whatever the you want to search. So you can see you have I've just tried to, put a screenshot of the data, structured data, so that you can have a clear idea. So you can see everything is very organized. You have a proper column, you have a proper class, you have proper, rows for everything. So everything is being formatted in very good, highly organized manner. So this type of data, when you see, you have a structured data. Okay. Uh, Three very important thing when you come to your machine learning and implementation part basically. So we have first thing, we do your data extraction. Okay, so when I talk about the data extraction, that means suppose this is the structured data, so you don't have to do anything with this. Okay, but in the case of these type of data, okay, suppose unstructured data that is not being given any structure, like it's official president, something like this has been given to you, text, audio, video, comment, tweets, or something like that. So how the machine will understand? So what you have to do is you have to convert each and every variable. Suppose this it is there, so you have to give command, कि आप एक I को how you are representing it in the form of numerical form. How you're representing O as a numerical form, how F is being represented, okay? Because the Python understand the numerical things, it doesn't know the textual things, okay? So you have to give that format. So this type of things are unstructured data. So what I was talking about, data extraction, at that time you have to do all these things. What you have to make your data, very cream. You have to filter out the stuff that you don't want in your data. Okay.
Got it. Got it.
Um, yeah, suppose in this suppose this particular column is missing. Okay, suppose this particular row is missing, 17.80181. This is missing and some question mark is there. So
Yeah.
this, and suppose this type of multiple things are there in this particular data, so you have to remove that row. You have to, or either you have to fill it, because that will create a nuisance in your accuracy, so that we don't want. The main agenda of doing the learning thing is to have a good accuracy, to have a good result. That is what we want to do. That is what our main agenda is. Okay, so all these things, if there are these type of things will be there in your data, so that will create a very much havoc in your data, in your model building. It will not give you good result. So that type of things you have to fill it in a good manner. You have to see all this extraction, all this filter out you have to do, and then you have to give that present to your machine. Okay, so that is being done in the data extraction, and then you have different things related to feature selection and everything. I'll tell you in the future classes what are features and what are labels. Okay, so that will be there. Finish structures data are there, which have both, numerical part is there also, and your theoretical part is also, your textual form is also there. So these type of data is also has to be done in the structured form. Okay. Okay. This type of data is also there, like your raw data. Raw data means you have nothing, with the name itself you can understand. You have not proper data is not there. Okay. Particular source से आपने extract कर लिया, but you don't have proper format. So that you have to, again, you have to make it a good manner. So this was, I was talking about data extraction, pre-processing data and everything. So this is just to give you an example. Just this, what I basically, this diagram, I think it will be more, not that much clear to you because you don't know the concept of outliers and everything. But outliers, I'll just give you a glimpse that outliers basically, that is out of the box. Okay. So suppose you have a group of 5 people, and among your 5 people, 4 people are very much interested in playing football, but one is interested in playing hockey. Okay, so that person is out of the box. So the outliers are these type of things. They are out of the box and they are very far away from the other data. So these are the outliers basically. Okay, so this type of outlier should be removed, because this will create, see, if 4 people are interested in playing football and one is playing hockey, so that hockey person will not give it best in the football game because he's not interested in that, so that person has to be removed from the group. Otherwise it will not give a you will not, the chances of your winning will be very very less. So in the
Yeah.
same manner, you're coming to your model. In that case also, you find things like outliers, something like that, you have to remove it. You have to filter it out, because it will not help you to have a good, it will not help you giving good accuracy. Okay.
Got it.
Now coming to your missing values. So missing value, that question mark was there. Like I told you the example of question mark. So all these missing values you have to fix. Then whatever the errors, format, if any format editing is there, then you have to do like this. So this, all this irrelevant data or non-useful data, all this you have to remove. Then you have to keep only useful data that is being important. That thing you have to keep in mind. So all these things are being, see, we have a concept of exploratory data analysis. That's it, your ED. So whenever we building the model को build करने से पहले, we do this EDA, we do this filtering out, we do feature selection, we do data visualization. Data visualization is also very important. You want to see how your data is basically looking. Okay, how the graphing being processed of that data. So that is also very important to understand. Okay, what type of outliers are there, how many missing values are there, so that you have to do each and everything that you have to see. So all these things are very very important while building the model. Once you have done with this, you will definitely, for sure, you're going to make the model, because there's nothing very much uh, mm, difficult task to build a model. But the process before that, filtering out the data, pre-processing the data to make it reach at a creamy layer, that is very very important. So that you have to keep in mind.
Okay.
Now I would like to ask Mansi if any questions are there.
Yeah, we have a few questions, so we'll address some. And I have one question. It says, is database also required in AI ML? As we refer the definition, we need to store that experience somewhere, right?
No, database DBMS is not that important in that in your AIML deal. Like I'm from an electrical background. I have never used DBMS. Right now I'm working as an AI engineer, but I have not used DBMS anywhere till now. So I don't think that plays a very important role. But if you have knowledge about that, see, storing means what we do is when you have scikit-learn library in your when you're doing with the machine learning task. Okay, so machine learning have scikit-learn. They have built a open source scikit-learn where you have different libraries for different tasks. Okay, so when you are whatever the experience that model giving to the model, that is being that we have a command of model dot fit. So what you are doing is you are fitting all the data in that particular model. So there's no any importance of DBMS or something like that. You just with the help of that particular command only all the things will be stored in that model. So हम क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे ना, हम model को train कर रहे हैं. What I try to say with the help of the train is when you are giving, suppose you have 1,000 of datas, and all that 1,000 of datas one by one you are dividing the data into two parts. Okay, whole data 1,000, you divide that data into 80-20 ratio or 70-30 ratio. 80-20 means 80% for your training purpose and 20% for testing purpose. Okay, you can understand in this manner. Suppose whatever just again with the example of your exam, suppose you have done all the syllabus, you have covered all the syllabus. Okay, so what when you give the exams, the questions are being asked from the syllabus only to test you. Okay, your teacher has taught you all the subjects, all the topics of your subjects. He has given you the training of that chapters. Okay, all the chapters. And after that, with the same chapters, he is trying to test you in the examination. Okay, so he has filtered out some question to just check your accuracy, just check your performance. In the same manner, when you divide your data into two parts, that is 80%, 20%, so you reserve 200 of your data for testing and 800 data to give you model training. So whatever the 800 training you are providing the data, that will be whatever the algorithm you are going to perform, that will automatically store it, that will automatically fit it. It will do the training. Okay, so DBMS is not required there. Yeah, you if you are going to deploy do something deployment, आप कोई website बना रहे हो, आप कुछ web development कर रहे हो, so there you can have a you can use it, but in this there's not requirement of DBMS.
Got it. So I mean, we deal with a lot of CSV or Excel files here. I mean, that would be the case here.
Yeah, so we have the CSV files. So CSV files, you have all the data in your Excel format. Okay, so we have one library in your Python, that is your pandas. So
Yep.
so we have three important libraries, that is your NumPy, pandas, and matplotlib. So NumPys are basically your numerical arrays. NumPy arrays are there. So whatever the commands that you give in the Python, understand the dimensional arrays in the form of arrays. Okay, and pandas are there. So pandas basically read all the data and everything. So it helps helps in reading the CSV file. So we have a command like pd.read CSV file. So whatever the file you have given, that will be in the form of CSV. CSV file is
Got it.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Navya. And I think we are towards the end of today's first day, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think any other doubt? Any other questions?
Mansi, any questions?
Yes, sir. We have this one question which says, just a minute, I'll just get it again. Yeah, can we use ASCII values for unstructured data? That's one question from one of the students.
ASCII value means I think 0-1 format. I don't remember it right now.
No, ASCII value. I mean, like
ASCII value.
ABCDs का value होता है ना, mathematical. I mean,
Like
small
A is represented with some value, B is represented with some number, a number. I guess A is from 63.
Yeah. So this is what I was trying to explain. Just wait a minute. I'll just stop sharing my screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have. I mean,
so
to
I'll
answer
just
that.
clear that ASCII concept. Yeah.
Yes, I think I have the answer towards it. 100% we can, I mean, work with that ASCII things, guys. I mean, we can represent, like, I mean, that's how, I mean, computer is representing it in the memory.
Yeah.
one part. And second, I have one more question from Aman Shetri. While looking from outside, we really find difficult in recognizing difference between AI and automation. But in reality, there is much difference, like fire protection system and scheduled email. Okay, so I mean, he was. Could you please elaborate on this? I mean, that's the question. So, would you like to take it? I mean, this is the question here. I mean, what is the difference between AI and automation part? So, these are the two different things he is asking.
Automation. Okay, so I'll just at my point of knowledge, I'll just try to give a idea about it. But I don't know, like I don't know much about the automation because I haven't worked in that field. But
Yeah.
what I can understand from the concept, the two terminologies, of course, these are way two different things, because the automation is basically you are trying to automate everything. Like suppose you're making everything automatic, and of course these are interrelated, but these are two different things, because with the help of the machine, with the help of the with the help of the algorithms and everything, you are training and then you're automating it. So
Yeah.
automation is something that is, I think, at the application part, it's most important. And before that, आपका जो भी हो रहा है, that is being the algorithms and everything, that is being part of the AI or data science.
Yeah.
So whenever you're talking about the automation, so somewhere this model building, everything is coming only, because these are somewhere very much important. Automation में ये सब चीजें आई जाएंगी आपकी कहीं ना कहीं से. So I think
Yeah,
I don't know.
got it. So
I don't know much
I'll be
about it.
able to, I'll be able to like better answer that. I mean, like what is you have answered amazing. So मैं थोड़ा सा 2 point I'll add. So
Yeah.
robotic process automations and everything is based upon see what is automation is all about. You have a lot of like bots. These bots are not that AI driven bots. So that bots are to like perform and take some decisions and get some predictions out of it. So that's all. A lot of prediction work is done in AI side, and a lot of like I mean steps, workflows. You have already a workflow which is there. I mean already set in your email automation. I mean I need to send like what we say daily reminders to my students. Okay, so that all that automation is like that workflows thing where we have a defined stuff, defined goal. That all things are being done in terms of automation. So I think this is a clear distinction between these both. And bye bye, guys. I mean, thanks a lot for being there today. We will be continuing from tomorrow in our LMS, our LetsUpgrade.n. Inside that, just click on the nav bar or your footer and select the My Programs. Inside My Programs, you should be able to see this program there. If you're not able to see that, then please enroll again one more time. So you will be like able to see that in your My Program section. So Mansi, would you like to show it to them? Would you like to share the screen and show it to them?
Just a minute, sir.
Yes. Or else like Kirtana, would you like to show it, because I have a different session starting?
Yeah.
Guys,